around the time that things had ended from an intimate point of view between you and Whitney, you said she gave you a Bible and said, "Hey, we can't.
This is early in her career,
Yes.
before the first album.
Let's talk about that. And were you saddened when she had delivered that news to you?
No, I wasn't sad about it. I mean, we always knew. I mean, this was the 80s, and you either were this or that. Neither one of us spoke in terms of labels. We felt a friendship, a deep, connected friendship, which was important to her on the journey she was going. I remember her telling her father that it was important for me to be with her now, so when she got where she was going, she knew that I was there for her. And so, I mean, Whitney had this wide lens and a narrow, vision of her needs. So having me there as a friend, I would often hear her say, "I don't need any more friends."
Yes.
I mean, these are her words. She said a lot of things, but you have to know when she's really speaking. So, I mean, it was early in our friendship when she said that she did not feel we should be physical any longer because it would only make our path more difficult. That if folks found out about it, that they would use it against us. And we had this term, you don't give fuel for the fire. And also, she was a very spiritual person. Whitney she had a deep love and dedication to Christ. And I write in the book where she often spent more time talking to Jesus than she did to me.
Yes.
And I mean that privately. She knew where to go for her strength. I never asked her what you were feeling. I did ask her who she was talking to one day, because it's like like we're conversing right now. But she had a deep conviction, admiration, and love for Christ and her gift. She always said that her gift and the way she touched people was the gift that she was blessed with. So she had a strong conviction, and she asked me to love her. If you love me unconditionally. And she was worth it. So I strived for that.
Did it take you a while to kind of, learn how to maneuver in that new lane? You mentioned in the book that there was a night where Whitney had prepared a one-on-one dinner, with Eddie Murphy. And you say in the book how you wish that were you.
Oh, yeah.
That she was preparing dinner for.
Well,
how difficult was that for you to kind of adjust to life in that friendship lane with Whitney?
Well, I was already there.
Okay.
Our friendship had continued, but she looked so lovely. I knew how much she was enamored by Eddie, and that first of all, the food smells so good.
Okay.
And I was like,
did she cook it?
No.
Okay, Aunt
Bay cooked it, and
right.
I mean, that place was lit up. It smelled so good. So I wanted to hang around before I drove home to get a plate.
Okay.
But I hung around long enough to see Whitney through the glass because I was outside, and it was a beautiful day, and she looked amazing. She was radiant and just, ready, preparing for Eddie to come. And at that one moment, because I knew where her head was, I thought to myself, wow, I wish she was, preparing that second place for me.
Yeah.
But I knew that wouldn't happen. It was a thought, that I allowed myself to feel at that moment. And that was pretty much it.
Yeah.